Alrighty, guys, you may be asking yourselves, why are we smashing pumpkins with the 995? And welcome to an On the Farm, by the way. I forgot to say that. Just saying. How y'all doing? Thanks for clicking on the video. And yeah, we are smashing pumpkins with the 995. Not really we, mostly Dad, because I was flying my drone, obviously, at this point. So this is obviously after we had our pumpkin party, which we did not really have a pumpkin party. We had people come down over 2 days and like one family at a time, get your pumpkins, get back in your car and leave. Thanks for playing. Basically what we did. So this was shot in early December. And actually, I think that pumpkin might have been a little frozen, is why that one didn't want to smash up. So basically we were smashing the pumpkins because they disc up better if they are already smashed. So this is our like attempt at fall tillage, we'll say, right? After harvest. These are the pumpkins that are left after everybody came down and got their pumpkins. We had probably the best crop of pumpkins that we have ever had. We had a really good crop. Of course, we planted the most seeds. We seeded the most seeds that we ever have in the past, you know, ever that we have ever. So you can see in spots there are a lot of pumpkins left. We even had people coming down, you know, in well, right up until Halloween, I guess, to pick some pumpkins. And yeah, there was just a lot left. There's a whole lot left. And you can see Dad mostly is going to be backing over the pumpkins. That rear tire just grabs better. Plus your front tire doesn't really like to drive over them. It just kind of pushes them out of the way. And then it's hard to get them with the rear tire. So backwards works best for this job. This job's actually kind of fun. And as you guys heard in the earlier clip, the sound is just incredible out of these pumpkins when you smash them with the tractor. It's just, it's incredible. Actually, right where Dad's at right here, those were some of our best pumpkins in that area. And that's why it's pretty clean right there, because people really, they got out of their cars and they just flocked to that area right there next to the old combine shed. They just went crazy. Now over here on the other side of the garden, not so much. You can see there's a lot of pumpkins there yet. But it's just, it's awesome the way this 995 just eats them. Of course, I mean, any tractor of any kind of size, of course, is just going to smash a pumpkin. Let's be real. Because pumpkins aren't that strong, you know. Obviously, not going to hold it to a tractor. So the theory of today was to disc. Okay? That was the theory. And we figured that, you know, we actually had a frost before we had people come out in mid-October. So the vines were all dead then. We figured, okay, it's December. The vines should just break right up with the disc. And you might see that in a minute that I was wrong. Okay? You'll see it. But look how many pumpkins he's smashing. There's actually, it's incredible how many pumpkins are actually left. It really is incredible how many are left, considering how many got picked as well. I mean, we had, I don't actually know how many people we had come to the farm, but it was like, oh, go get another wagon load. We had like one of our little wagons and like a wheelbarrow out there. And it was like, hey, go get more. Oh, you got enough? Okay, go get more. Oh, you got, your car's full? Okay, do you want us to deliver them? Because like we would. Not really, but you know, we might have for some of the people. It was just insane. It was like, please take more. Please take more. Please take more. It was crazy how many pumpkins we were trying to get rid of, but it is what it is. So now it is time. We've smashed the pumpkins. It is now time to cut and go get the disc out of the shed. Need to go down. Or top link out. Yeah, pull forward, go top link out a little more. What? Top link out, but you got to get down somehow. Down. Okay, pull forward a little bit. Top link all the way out. There you go. Kind of back under it and hook it. Okay, up, whoa, straight up. At least over here. Yeah, you got it. Gotta love that hydraulic top link. What? Dude, hey, go harrow that spot in the lane.
No, we're taking a rock out there today.
Well, do it while this is hooked up.
Okay. Bucket empty.
You got it dirty. So this is the we need more shed space shuffle. You got it, but you don't. You've got it, but you don't. Oh, we were this close. Nope, 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 nope. Need to kick your top link out a whole lot. Now go up. Okay, you're locked in both sides. Oh, that is wet. All right, as you can tell, the disc is not working at all. There's a couple things working against us here. One, this ground underneath here is fairly tight, meaning it hasn't been worked in almost a year. So, you know, you get all the hard rains and stuff, it beats the ground down, it makes the ground really hard. Number two, we have a lot of straw here laying around from the from our wheat that we had. You know, a lot of wheat straw here. And then number three, the vines just did not want to chop up. You can see Dad actually stopped in that last clip. He stopped, motioned me over. We had to clean the disc because it plugs up the front gangs. You can see it's just a big mass of pumpkin vine. So, yeah, just not good, right? So he decided, he actually kept going even though it was plugging up and you can mess up bearings and stuff. Dad decided to go ahead and just keep rolling, basically. And if you notice, if nothing else, he's kind of fluffing everything up, right? Chopping up the pumpkins a little bit more, but he's mostly dragging up the pumpkin vines is what he's doing. But he is kind of fluffing up some of the straw and some of the vines as well. And so I didn't like what he was doing. I won't lie. And I know he's going to watch this and he'd probably agree that he didn't like doing what he was doing here, plugging up the front gangs. But what he was actually doing, and I didn't know this at the time because he was on the tractor and I was flying the drone. He was trying to fluff everything up so that he could get out the X-Mark laser and actually mow it. Now, I don't have any footage of him mowing this. Words are hard, with the X-Mark laser because I was cleaning the disc. We use a bail hook to clean the stuff out. And it was a nightmare. It was an absolute nightmare, but he got on the lawnmower and chopped up stuff. And that is something we normally do. We normally do run the lawnmower over the pumpkin patch before disking. And we kind of just didn't do it this year because we figured, okay, it's been months literally that the vines have been dead. We figured they would kind of chop up and they would be okay, but not at all. They were terrible. Absolutely terrible. And yeah, I guess the other thing kind of working against us is this disc is not very heavy in the grand scheme of life. You know, there's not a lot to it. It is 3-point hitch, obviously, but it just doesn't have a lot of weight, down pressure, we'll say. And so if you're getting into some harder soil, it doesn't really like to work. Now, we could have run the blades or the gangs more aggressive, but I don't think that really would have helped us. Normally, I like to go out with them kind of straight, pointing forward, and just kind of chop stuff first, and then try to do the tillage after that. And usually it works quite well, but that's after we run the lawnmower over. And you can see, obviously, he's just dragging up like crazy. But at the end of the day, it did work out. And yeah, so I ended up cleaning the disc for a while. And I don't think I actually finished it. I think I walked away from it because I was kind of annoyed. I won't lie. I was kind of annoyed, and I think Dad finished it up. But like I said, he was on the lawnmower for quite some time, chopping everything up. And actually, it worked out quite well with the laser, our X Mark laser, our zero turn, because right now it has mulching blades on it. And those mulching blades, they just annihilated this stuff out here. It was pretty great, actually, how it like chopped everything up and whatnot. So after a considerable amount of time cleaning the disc, mowing the patch, and all that good stuff, this is actually what the patch looked like. I know it's basically dark at this point, but it basically got dark, and you can barely see that there were pumpkins. The straw has pretty well disappeared. I got it on the disc, or on the tractor, and I just absolutely plowed it with the disc. And it did turn out fairly well in the end, but we will get some more fall tillage eventually in the next video. All right, guys, there it is. The disc and the harrow bar have been put away back here in what we call the combine shed, because the combine used to be in here many, many years ago. And with that, I'm going to say thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And as always, toodles.